Well, good day, folks. This is your boy Ferris Delone, and I am coming to you live, bringing you some marketing ideas that you can use in ways that you could possibly save money. Now, on my videos, I've been talking about doing postcard marketing, and I've tried it before, but I was doing it horribly wrong back in the day. I was spending way too much money on um, postage, like 150 bucks more on postage than I should have been doing, and I was getting the regular U.S. stamps because I didn't know that postcard stamps existed. So here's hopefully we can help you. I can help you avoid the mistakes I have been made. Now, these are the seashells postcard stamps. They're 34 cents of. They're 34 cents per stamp. You can get them a coil of 100. Now, if you're going to do this in a major league, you have to at least mail out 1,000 a month. At least 1,000 a month. 250 a week sent out every week, and it'll build up. It'll scale up after a while. Just keep going, keep going. If you don't see no results first month, go again the next month, go again the next month, go again the next month, and just keep going. And eventually, you'll start seeing those leads pop in, and people will start calling you and start talking to you and wanting to find out more about your opportunity and what you're offering as far as what your compensation plan offers, as far as what benefits would it have for them being in the business, what your team, what you as an individual, and how as a team, if they join with you as a team member and business partner, how will you be able to help them see their dreams come true? So this is one of the things where you go to, of course, the U.S. Postal Service, USPS.com. I tried looking on eBay, and I did, look at, another lady's video. She was talking about it. She gave some very good tips on where to find stamps, but a lot of those people were jacking the prices up on the stamps. So I'm going to avoid that by every means. Now, for you guys out there that are doing postcard marketing really heavy, and you're trying to find a way to get the most for your buck. I was also more bang for your buck. I was also doing this wrong as well. I was going on Ebates because I was trying to find a place to where I could get 1,000 postcards and send off. And I looked at it and I tried to find every other place. And back in the day, didn't know how to do it. I was trying to use Postcard Mania, which is a no-go. I still get their emails. Postcard Mania, they're pricey as hell. They cost too daggone me much for a print company. They just don't know they're being, outmatched by other companies that are out there. So I found other places that will do 5,000 postcards for 99 bucks, but with shipping and handling, well, not 99 bucks, but like it's $159. With on this right here, but that's still 5,000 postcards. I've spent more than that on 2,000 postcards. I'm sitting there looking at 2,000 postcards right now that you can get a chance to use because they cut them wrong. And yeah, but either way it goes, it's neither here nor there. That was just my loss. I have to dump those things out tomorrow. But either way it goes. But this is one that I found that was 5,000 next day flyers, 4x6 inch postcards. Now remember, when you get your postcards printed up, you have to, when you get them designed, you have to get your designer to put them on a 4.25 by 6.25 inch scale, 300 dpi per print, and you have to have a bleed and all that other stuff. And they'll tell you what they need. The cut has, they have to be a little bit bigger because of the cut. When the people make the cut, you don't want them cutting anything out of your postcard. You want it positioned right. And this is one of them, and this is another one of them. Go to prints. Let's see, flyers. Let's see. They don't have the 4x6 joints in here. Let's see. Club flyers. Oh, club flyers. Okay. This is driving me nuts because I had it right on my tip of my tongue. And it'll show up sometimes with this one, but let's just go postcards. There's sometimes you have to go around the system a little bit, and they'll do a different pricing on the flyers versus the postcards. But you get front and back done up, and I suggest you get front and back because the design that I will give you as far as the back goes is going to be the back of what we use in the automated postcard system as well. So it's kind of a daring, little jolt to people's senses, and hopefully it'll collect on and catch some people's eyes, and they just won't, throw your postcard away. Another thing you have to do is have a design that catches people's eyeballs and that sticks with them, and that in a call to action that resonates with them. You can go to Fiverr.com and get a design made up too as well. If you want something, to have, of course, you have to go to Fiverr at the beginning to get your website and everything like that. Also, you got to go to GoDaddy and get a domain name made up for yourself and put it across your postcards. That way, your design will have your information on there. And here's a major league tip: do not put your phone number on your postcard. You will have some of the strangest people in this world calling you and wanting to talk to you about. And then sometimes it'll be people that'll call you and they'll try to reverse market you and get you on the phone and reverse market you, and it'll be another marketer, and then you have to cuss them out, and then you feel bad about that. Well, I really never felt bad about doing that. And you call me on that, you see that I'm marketing my business. Obviously, I spend postage on it, and you're gonna call me trying to market your crappy ass business? Nah, I don't think so, Pepe. Anyway, get on the phone with them quick, cut them down, cuss them out, and then let them move on. Let their feelings be hurt because they pissed you off. Another thing that people do is doing marketing on Backpage. That's what they do. Ooh, that is one of the worst. I'm marketing on Backpage, and somebody tried to reverse market me, and I ended up cussing them out, and they felt bad about it. They's like, you didn't have to be rude. Well, yes, I did. Because you got my hopes up. Because I'm thinking I get a notification of somebody calling me about my business, and here you are presenting me your crappy, it was some CD program or whatever have you it was. But anyway, I digress. This is one, go to print.com. You can use them as well to get that. And this 5-star graphics. 5-star graphics is pretty good on the East Coast. You can just look up $99 flyers. And 5-star graphics is one of them. I think Rodney Walker, he was the one that he was doing it with. He did the EDM postcards for his neck of the woods. EDM postcards are good if you live in a fly city, a city that has hustlers and money makers in it. I don't think I have that many out there. I think we got some hustlers out here, but really, it's not that many people that are congealing together. Everybody's kind of doing their own little thing. Just me, with me living in Arkansas. But if you live in a city like, Houston or Las Vegas or, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Georgia, somewhere like that, New York, somewhere fly where people are, on their grind, then you will be able to catch a little bit more using EDM postcards. Miami, those are good places to do the EDM postcards. But if, and then too, it just depends on the way that you market them. Sometimes you just have to market for your customers and market towards customers using the EDM postcards. And that's something that you can segment out as well, along with your offline marketing. But what I'm particularly talking about right now, as far as postcard marketing, is aimed at network marketers or people who have an interest in network marketing. That's just to get your feet in the door of people and get eyeballs on people, get eyeballs on your business from people that are in the network marketing arena. That way you don't have to waste a lot of time trying to train them on how to do your particular business, because they'll have automatically an idea of what it is and what it takes. You just give them the rundown of what we're doing, and then they follow in pretty quickly. Right on. This little neat little deal right here. It looks corny, but this is one of the things that if you live in a big city, this is an investment, plus it's a tax write-off too. It is a tax write-off. You can use this as far as marketing your business. And you put your ad on that, have your ad designed up, and walk around the city and hand out your flyers. It's good if you live in cities that are, well, some cities, I guess, you don't want to walk around with that red on your back either. You don't want to walk around with colors, and depending on where you're at too, because some people might take that as a wrong thing to do. Red or blue, straight up out the map. Some people are just crazy like that. But they will kind of try to hit you up on that. But have your little, brand that goes right here, and the sign will light up as a scrolling LED light that goes across it. This is an investment, and you come to this site and look over it, and $299. And if you can put up with the heat of where you're at, because I know a friend of mine, he said he was going to do it. He lives in Las Vegas, and I know that people told me that Las Vegas is hot in the shade. So it's hot in the shade during the winter time. So I pretty much imagine that, yeah, it's going to be pretty rough to do. But if you start off, and just kind of acclimate yourself to the weather, and you're out there, you're marketing your business, you can have, flyers made up to 5,000 of them, and carry your flyers around all day long and hand them out on the strip of where you're at, and just advertise to people, and people see that you're serious about your business, that you're, they see your face, and they see you walking around with a billboard that you are, very serious about what you're trying to do. So, yeah, that's one of the things. This is going to be an investment for me, and I'm going to have my brand made up for that. So, yeah. Another thing you could do as far as offline marketing goes is do the bandit signs. This is a site that I found, and actually it was found months ago, and my daughter's grandmother, she hit me this, because she's a real estate agent, and she told me about this site. I get 100 signs done for just $99, and it's just a matter of staying consistent and being seen. I suggest not getting the little metal signs. Instead, you get a staple gun or some really hard Gorilla Glue. Some Gorilla Glue, and put your signs on the poles instead of in the ground, because the city will come through because of it. They're sitting there. There's some cities they'll come through and pick your sign up. It'll just be a continuous thing of you having to constantly come around and buy signs and putting them out, and buy signs and putting them out. And it just makes more sense if you're going to be out there marketing your business that your sign lasts for a little while. I tend to notice that, people that put little signs out for the festivals, for the Greek Food Fest, for the whatever, the Indian food, for the food festivals that we have around our city, they get picked up, pretty quick after the event is over with, and then too, these kind of wear out. So it's just best, and it's cheaper in the long run if you get a staple gun and just put them in there, and that way you can kind of maintain your signs just a little bit longer, and it creates visibility for you. So that is a option for you too. If you're going to do that, you need to have a short a short URL, short domain name for it, because people ain't got time to be, or if they take the picture of the sign, unless they take a picture of the sign, people don't have time to try to be looking at your sign and be like blah 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 blah. Mine is pretty long and long-winded, but mine is on postcards. I'm gonna get another one that's gonna say something else, and it's still gonna be directed back to my website, but with all intentions of just gaining traction back to my website. This next move that I found is something when you get your big dog marketing up. They offer all sorts of different ways for you to market your business. I found this when I was pumping my gas at Walmart, and I just took that down all over media.com and just looked at it, and I was like, okay, well, I can deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that. I can do that, and I can fool with that and make something happen with that. The things that didn't, I didn't really get off on this, but it was this right here. The door hangers, they'll send a street team out and hang door hangers on people's doors. So if you got a cool little design or whatever have you, that, can be done for you as well. I tried to get the door hangers, but going up on people's doors in neighborhoods, it's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy when people are not, and it's weird for me. That's so weird for me, because I used to do door-to-door sales, but it's creepy going in some of these nicer neighborhoods, especially with what's been happening with, I don't want to bring that up there, but I don't like, having flashing lights behind me and people trying to check my credentials and all this other crap. And it'd be taken wrong. I actually got pulled over one time, and I had a backpack on my back and, the thing on my hand, and the guy thought I was a high school student. And then I was like, dude, I've been graduated for years now. He's like, I was just checking. I was like, I graduated years ago. I run around this neighborhood on the free by myself for no reason. Let's see. That's one of the things that got me. And then it was another one. Let me see. That they had. That's cool too. That is a cool, little deal, but advertising solution. That's one of them. Let me see. Indoor. Laundromats, they can hang your stuff up in laundromats, salons and barbershops, hotels, which is cool. People see that. And then the digital, this is another cool little deal. I thought it was pretty cool. The digital indoor advertising. Hold on. Hold on for a second, I got one more. But, people see your ad and it comes across, where they are, where they're most visible at. And I don't know about the P in part, but that it's advertised all over. And it's pretty affordable to have that where, you can be seen, and it's a digital advertisement that people can see while they're different places. You can be in casinos, truck stops, different urinals, mostly where people are looking forward. I guess that is pretty cool, because men, they want to be away from, they try to get away from you. We all try to stay away from each other. There's no standing beside me while I'm trying to pee in the urinal section. I gotta be the urinal over. If you're in the urinal in the urinal, I gotta be in the urinal like skip traced. Like if you're in this urinal, well, the first urinal, I gotta be in the urinal skip, the third urinal over, the second urinal over. I can't be near you. I don't want you to get your splat on my tennis shoes. Can't do that. So yeah, that is another one. This is another company that will provide you with a little info, with a little mode of, advertising your business. And my last one, is Ad Hitch. Now, Ad Hitch is something that it's also a business. It's a little business in itself. They try to add, for you, give you a, sell a business for you, but it's like the same thing. It's kind of like the digital walking board, but this goes on the back of somebody's truck, and while people are riding around, they can see your advertisement, around the city, and it projects in an LED digital light. It's either going to be stationary or it's going to be moving around. And for people to be able to market their business, this is a cool little way for you to be seen where you're not at. And this is really not like something that it's not something that I was going to do as far as a business-wise. As far as business-wise, I was going to buy the system and put it on the back of my car and use this as my digital business card. But I was going to reach out to some of these people. I am going to reach out to some of these people who are doing this as a business and let them market my business around the city. So I think I gave you, I did something rare. I gave you my open handbook of marketing tools and techniques of getting yourself out there and doing it in an affordable way, and just doing it in new and interesting ways for you to market your business and to get seen, because it's all a matter of being seen and getting eyeballs on your business and on your opportunity, so to say. With that being said, this has been your boy, Ferris Deloney, and I'm not really, I think I gave you everything. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah. These, by the way, FYI, this crap, putting a stamp, buying a rubber stamp and putting that on there and pasting them jokers around the city, that drives you nuts. Don't try that. That's just, people give you them little offline things and they get peeled off and thrown away and whatever. And dollar drop cards suck too. The dollar drop cards suck too, because you have to do so many of them. And a lot of times, depending on where you drop them at, the gatekeeper will end up picking them up. Like if you drop them off at Walmart and somebody's standing at the door and they're watching the door, the lady, the greeters, they'll pick them up at the door, and that's the most frustrating thing. They'll put them up on the desk and you'll never get seen. Dropping them off at Walmart, some people just pick them up because they think it's a $100 bill. They get pissed off because it's not real money. But I've actually seen somebody scoop one of mine up though, off the ground. And the way they did it, they thought they were finding some real money, but I bet they were pissed off when it wasn't. And they saw my fat picture, my body on the picture. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. And just whatever you choose to do, it's just a scaling process. With the postcard thing, it's a scaling process for you to get out here and to move into other things for you to be able to market your business. Think outside the box when you're marketing your business. Don't just stay inside the box. Think outside the box. Keep yourself moving through different situations, and talk to people. See what they're doing in their city. See what they're, see what neat little things that they have up their sleeve, and try to find out. Poke and prod, because it took me forever to find a company that I have my lead company through, and yeah, it took me forever, but I found it out. But anyway, I want to remind you guys: be blessed, not stressed. Always be motivated by success. And remember, good things come to those that hustle. And if you're not hustling, baby, what are you really doing with yourself? What are you really doing? Just probably not living really good. But anyway, deuces.